Hey there, conscious growth seeker. Do you get this constant feeling that you're running on old software? Like there's something glitchy in your brain holding you back or whispering doubts? If you're constantly thinking, I can't, that's probably a mental virus talking. Seriously, we all have these hidden programs running in our heads, often without even knowing it. They're like viruses for your mind that limit you with outdated, unhelpful beliefs that mess with everything you do and everything you try to achieve. Think about it. You have a computer or a phone, don't you? And what do they run on? Software, right? Now, what happens when that software gets old, full of bugs, or even has a virus? Well, things simply stop working the way they should, don't they? Your mental operating system is exactly the same. These mental viruses, or what folks in the know call limiting beliefs, are those old, buggy programs. They are not facts, just thoughts you've had for so long that they become truth for you. They live in your subconscious, calling the shots automatically from behind the scenes and often stop you before you even start. So, how do these sneaky things get installed? The good news? It's usually not your fault. Many of these viruses get downloaded when you're super young. As kids, we just soak everything up. What our parents said, what teachers told us, what we saw on TV, what happened in front of our eyes, or the things we've experienced. If you heard money is hard to come by, or don't trust strangers, or you're too sensitive, those messages can become deeply programmed beliefs that create a paradigm in your mind. Society adds its fair share too, with ideas about what you should be, what success looks like, and how relationships work. As if these were not enough, traumatic experiences too, even small ones, can install some tough viruses that make you feel unsafe or unworthy. Over time, these programs pile up and run on repeat, shaping your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. This creates a loop that feels impossible to break. Let me share some of the most common viruses out there with you. That way you can figure out if you have any of them. A popular classic is the I'm not good enough virus. It pops up when you're going for a new job, trying to start a project, or even just meeting new people. It tells you you're not smart enough, not talented enough, and not interesting enough. Another big one is the I can't trust people virus. This one is often installed after being hurt. It makes you guarded, suspicious, and even prevents you from building real connections. Then there's the typical money is scarce virus. This is a huge one for many people. It makes you stressed about money, afraid to spend, afraid to invest, always feeling like there's not enough no matter how much you have. Perfectionism, total virus. It tells you if it's not perfect, it's worthless, keeping you stuck and afraid of making mistakes. And these are just a few examples, but there are many, many more. Okay, so how do you track down your viruses? Frankly, it takes a little digging, but you can totally do it. Think of this as running a mental scan or an antivirus software. But before we start, I need you to grab a notebook or just use your phone notes and start by asking yourself some questions. It's critical that you be honest. Otherwise, this won't work, okay? What negative thoughts seem to play on repeat in your head? Like when you think about trying something new, what's the first reason you come up with not to do it? What do you believe about money, relationships, your own abilities? What were things you heard a lot as a kid about yourself or the world? I want you to pay attention to your feelings too. When do you feel stuck? When does self-doubt creep in? When do you feel like an imposter, like you don't belong? These feelings often point directly to a hidden belief, a limiting belief, in fact, which means something is holding you back unfairly. So write down whatever comes up, even if it sounds silly or small. All right, let's talk antivirus strategies. The first step, the absolute must-do, is awareness and challenge. You can't fix a virus if you don't know it's there, right? Then once you've identified a potential virus, maybe it's I'm not smart enough, the next time that thought pops up, notice it. But don't just accept it as fact. Stop and say, hold on, is that really true? Question its validity. Look for evidence against it. For example, think of the last time you learned something new. A time when you were able to solve a problem for yourself or someone else even. When have you been clever or resourceful? Find those moments and actively look for counter evidence that proves the belief is not 100% true, that it's just an old program running. Just the simple act of challenging it weakens its power over you, and overcoming limiting beliefs starts right here with this awareness. Now for the second powerful strategy, reframing and replacement. Once you've challenged the old virus, it's time to install new empowering software. What's the opposite of your limiting belief? If the virus says I'm not good enough, the new program could be I am capable and always learning. If its money is scarce, maybe the new belief is I am open to receiving abundance. This isn't just positive thinking, though. It's consciously choosing a new truth to focus on. Whatever that new belief is, write it down. Say it to yourself daily like a mantra. Affirm it. And keep finding evidence that supports this new belief in your day-to-day life. Because the more you focus on and reinforce the new program, the weaker the old virus becomes. And this is how you start removing limiting beliefs and removing perfectionism. You do it by replacing that old programming with something that actually helps you. This is key to overcoming perfectionism and other tough viruses. Look, frankly, cleaning out these mental viruses takes practice. Just like any new skilled task, it takes time, but it is absolutely possible to reprogram your mind, to delete those old unhelpful beliefs and install powerful new ones. Can you imagine what you could achieve? And how much lighter you'd feel if you weren't constantly fighting against these hidden programs? Trust me, you have the power to change your operating system, to free yourself from feeling stuck and limited. Scan your mind for viruses now. And if you are serious about a deep clean and installing powerful new programming for things like money, relationships, and crushing self-doubt, check out the books linked below. They're designed to help you identify and totally rewrite these old limiting beliefs and build the life you truly want. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video, and until then, keep your mind working for you, not against you, okay?